This is visualization time. That is music is done by Assorock. Assorock, based in Italy, is one of the finest Nigerian musicians based in Italy. Assorock. It's on YouTube. And you can find it anywhere. Visualization time. Today, not mission everywhere. Many people. Let's share the video if you are watching. That is Assorock. It's got over 100 of music and counting. And I have more than 50 of his songs. That is Assorock. You can find it on YouTube. Everywhere in the world, children are crying for love. Please give them love. And everywhere also, people are crying for pay. Try to pay them wisely. Thank you, Mr. Jeff Osayande. That's my namesake. I don't know why yours is only one F. Perhaps you were unable to create an account when you find out that there's double F. Osayande. Thank you very much, Mr. Osayande. Well, I mean, Osayande, watching Osayande. You know, Osayande, if family Osayande go from the same different father, but the same family, man. Thank you, man. May God bless everyone. We are all family. Mr. Johnny Alibakis, thank you for watching. There's a breaking news going out of Edo State that the Chief of Staff has part way from the government of Obaseki, the Wait-and-See government. There has a lot of speculation about money, financial mismanagement, and other crap. As you might know, we will never know the truth about why it pathways. But a lot of people are also celebrating him as well. As far as so, most of the news that are going out on social media, one of the greatest among them that endorse his parting ways is Mazis Kola Edokwai, who has commended his effort for parting ways. No one knows what was his trouble, but we all know that he was being affected by coronavirus. Perhaps in African countries, it's shameful. Those of us that did criminologies, this is called label. So forever he's going to be called. People might even call him coronavirus anytime they see him. People might even call him COVID-19, the spreader. So there are so many names probably people going to call him. Chief of Staff, the COVID-19 spreader, or Chief of Staff, the coronavirus spreader, Chief of Staff, the Korokoro. So there's so many names that people might likely call him. So maybe as a result of that, probably part way. But people say he's a very, very corrupt person. And corruption is in the blood of an African person. So that's one of the issues we are fighting. We're trying to preach it. Now let's start teaching ourselves. If you come to Australia or any developed countries, children are being taught honesty from primary school, from kindergarten. So they've been taught honesty. So those are some of the things we need to impart into our children in Africa so that they can learn from there. Because right now, corruption, nepotism that is being sold to us by our great grandfathers, that Ishekiri is good, not good, Edo is this, Yoruba is this, Igbo is this. The biggest upset about the whole issue that is affecting the people is that the Usu, they are Igbos. They don't have a different skin. They don't have a different hair. They don't have a different ear. They speak the same language, but I don't know what abomination they committed, and they be casted into the same land they all live in. So a lot of Osu are married to the real Igbo overseas. I know a lot of them. So, and they are the same. But while we are back in Nigeria, people will not allow you to marry them. You know, and also these guys are people that they marry overseas. They will likely go back home and marry because they believe there's Ugozi in Nigeria. So that's one of the tradition they have. If you find any 3 or 4 Igbo person, at least, that are married overseas, if it is 10 of them that are married overseas, 9 of them will likely go back home and marry and remarry while their wife is still abroad. So those are some of the things our fathers sold to us. They sold to us nepotism, they sold to us dichotomy, they sold to us a lot of tribal social distances. They never sold to us decencies, but separation. If you see a Yoruba man from Ogun State, it doesn't like the Yoruba man from Ondo. It does not like the Yoruba man from Oyo. It does not like the Yoruba man from Lagos. They call them Lagosians. Don't mind them. The one from Oshogbo doesn't like from the one from Ekiti. The one from Ekiti doesn't even like the one coming from Oshun. So but they speak the same language. And same thing we are experiencing even right here in Australia. They don't like themselves. But we are all the same Yoruba people. They are all the same Yoruba people. It's same applicable to the Igbos. Even the Edos. These are some of the things our leaders, our forefathers, sold to us. You know, it's quite interesting and to see that a lot of things that is now COVID-19 has exposed a lot of issues affecting Africans. In Malawi, today, there's the human rights fighting the government not to put a lockdown. There's about 3 major cities or 4 major cities in Malawi. Blantyre, Lilongwe, and Mzimba, Amagochi. I think it's 4 major cities over there. That's the country whereby people from the city take food to the village. You get it? Like compared to what Nigeria bringing food from the village to the city, where the agriculture is put in place. If you want to come to want me to bring you to the camera, you can send a message, because I see there's 2 people, Jeff Osaya there and Dusa Omoru, you want to also come to the indication, say bring them to camera. I could bring them in, but if they really want to, I don't want to start clicking on them to bring them in. But if you want to come in, just signal, write a message that you want to come in. This is a realization time. If you have anything to say to the adult people, you have every chance and right to come and say it out. But the question is this. When there's a lockdown that is going on in Nigeria, I don't want to blame the government that much. I don't want to blame the government that much. That's what I'm talking about. When the Europeans, the Americans, the Asians were sowing seed to build factory, Africans are sowing seed in religion. They sow seed to Adoboye, they sow seed to Yedigbo, TB Joshua, they sow seed to Pastor Rose Jaffo, sow seed to Omobude. They sow seed to Pastor Suleiman. They sow seed to all sort of pastors and reverends. But the Western world, they have church, but they sow seed to build factories. The like of, what's his name? Oyakhilome. Africans sow seed in those people. Nigerians sow seed in those people. Instead of them to sow seed in building industry, factories. Good morning, Mr. Ed. Instead of them to sow, good evening, instead of them to sow seed in building companies, Africans, Nigerians sow seed in religion, in the mosque. The mosque is producing Boko Haram, while the churches are producing corruption. This is where the churches sow their seed. People, Nigerians, it's supposed to be sowing seed in building factories. They were sowing seed in building churches. But today, there's a total lockdown. People are crying. There's poverty everywhere. There's a lot of naked truth. And a lot of people doesn't want to believe this. I know a lot of people will say, don't mind, don't worry, he's always talking. No, the truth. Let's face reality. Do I blame the government or blame our grandfathers or blame our generation for the problem we are having now? People will say Buhari is not, some people even say Buhari is dead. It's not the one in Assorock, according to Kanu, who is also, who I'm not able that is misleading people. We have a lot of yap there. Even the AAC that we all cherish, the vice president in the campaign is missing in action. Ever since the campaign, people said he was even rented. A lot of things happen. Instead of us to sow seed, get it right, to sow seed in building companies, factories, manufacturing factories, sowing seed in our engineering, sowing seed in our doctors, sowing seed. But there are three things Nigerian or Africans sow seeding. One is corruption, by stealing the money and putting in overseas bank account. They put the money in Germany, in the United States, in Panama City, China, South Africa, India, Dubai, where most of them are building houses now. Instead of them to build houses in their country, they are busy building houses in Dubai. Right now, there's no flight going to Dubai. Those houses they build there, they can't sleep on it. The one they went to go and build in Texas, the 36 state governors in Nigeria have houses in Texas. That's where they sow their seed. Instead of them to sow seed in building good education, instead of them to sow seed in building good hospitals, pharmacies, building roads, building recycling companies, and all that stuff. But Africa sow seed in church. They sow seed in religion. The mosque produce Boko Haram. The churches produce ritualists. They produce kidnappers. They produce nepotism. They produce dichotomy. They produce selfishness. They produce embezzlement. They produce all sort of things from African churches. My brothers and sisters, I know you guys are not happy hearing this, but the question is, many people will say, where there's a truth, there's bitterness. The truth must be said. So I'm using this opportunity to let people understand this, that no matter the circumstances, no matter the situation you find yourself, always try to be happy and be truthful to yourself. That way, you will never lose nothing. Because the life we live is what we make out of it. That's the way I see it. I know a lot of people don't like it, but the truth is this. After the COVID-19 epidemic or pandemonium that is affecting everybody right now, Africans should learn how to sow seed in building hospitals, education, factories that will provide job for them. After that will be good. Good morning, Mr. Owanchukwu Henry. May God bless you for watching. I'm trying to lay emphasis on why we are in this pandemic situation in Africa, that where there's no social benefit, there's no social welfare, there's no industry, nothing to write home about. They we often like to blame our government. What did our grandfather leave for us? Our grandfather left to us separation, all sort of things. Even right now, like I said before, the Osu and the Igbo, they are the same. The real Igbo can marry Osu while they are overseas. But in Africa, they cannot do it. They think it's an abomination. Why? That's the question. Yoruba man from Ogun and Oyo might likely not marry to each other because they don't like each other. Each son is from Edo. Benin man find it difficult. A Benin person, Edo person find it difficult marrying to each person, but they are living in the same state. That is what our great-grandfathers showed to us. They showed to us dichotomy. They showed to us a lot of differences. They showed to us epidemic. You know, instead of them to sow their seed in church, sow their seed in building factories. We are sowing our seed in building churches. Sowing seed for pastors to fly private jets, like someone like Oyedigbo. He have 4 private jets. Lagos State doesn't have a helicopter. Assorock have 17 private jets. The country have no one private aeroplane. You know, they say lies in wait for those who has marked their name in history. That's why I constantly tell people that the life we live is what we make out of it. No matter the situation that we find ourselves, let's also try to be happy. Because the problem we are facing in Africa, we all partake in it. We created it. When I criticize churches, they tell me that they are all choosing ones, that they are all anointed. What about the people that go to the church? Are they anointed too? People will say, oh, do my prophet no harm because it's anointed. What about the people in the congregation that they are collecting the money from? The same money you sow as a tithe and offering to the church is the same money that the pastor will dip your hand into and donate to you again in the same pocket. Let me put this in a right manner. Okay. When church convene, everybody put their hand in their pocket, donate money, pay their tithes and offering to a church, and then go home. The pastor will call his ushers and everything, they will count the money, and he will pay himself and pay some of his boys from the same money. The next Sunday, the pastor will put hands inside that same money and put as an offering. He never put his own personal money because he has none. You get the point of what I'm trying to say here? You know, my brother, Mr. Amos McRoy, he said, Pastor are preaching and Reverend are preaching, all for the sake of you and I, so that we may have eternal life. But the truth is, are they really telling us the truth about the Christianity? Or they're just turning it upside down? They put all sort of prophecies from January to December, and none of them come true. And they keep repeating the same prophecy. Try and lock. Try and lock. Try and lock. Kalo business. Planware business. That's how they put their prophecies. Please, my brothers and sisters, sow your seed in building factories. Sow your seed in building good education. Sow your seed in building good roads. And sow your seed in providing water to your people. Look at Edo State today. The chief of staff resigned, and people praise him. Other people are abusing him. But forever, he will be known as coronavirus spreader because he brought it to Benin. He has marked his name in history. So let us all come together and ask ourselves the same question. Are we doing the right thing? Let us sow our seed in our children's lives, in our children's education. Sow seed to provide food for your neighbor. Check with your neighbor and make sure he has a 3-square meal. If you are going to church on Sunday, ask your neighbor, check your neighbor first if they have eaten. If they have not eaten, their money you go to use to pay that transport to church, please use that money to feed him because it might help you tomorrow. but the church will not come to your rescue. We all criticize, abuse them on the social media before they come out to start giving money to people. And they should give the money to their selected girlfriends and brothers in their congregation. They're not giving to everyone. They will say they were going to give to 10 people, 100,000. You have 1,000 people in your church. You are giving 100,000 to 20 people. Are you helping anybody? No. Instead of you to share that money into 5 places, 100,000, 20,000 to people, you go and give 100,000 to 20 people, 2 million. Why can't you share that money into hundreds? Give them 20,000 instead of just giving to 20 people and leaving the remaining 980 behind. And you say you have helped people. Oyudipo probably spent $65,000 because people don't know 65,000 people probably give you about 20-30 million, if not more than. Let's say about 40 million, it's up to. And the people will say, oh, you bring a lot of money. Because our currency is useless. That's why people are praising him, he bring out a lot of money. This guy is making nothing less than 80,000 pounds a week. Around the whole world combined. And he brought out a pinch. Good. Let's do no profit, no harm. And anoint ourselves. Not them. Because they are not there to rescue, to help you. They are only there to siphon from you. So, please sow seed in the life of your children. So that when they grow up tomorrow from school, let them learn how to be honest. So that corruption will not bath, they will not use corruption to shower. But the problem we're having in Africa today, because our children are being corrupt from birth. No one is teaching them honesty. If I were you, if I was there, if you were there, that word "if" is a very dangerous language in the life of African people, in the life of Nigerians. If you were there, who are you? If you were made a governor tomorrow, would you stay? If you were made chief of staff, if you still there. Look at now, Shomola is running on the top of the treadmill. Obaseki, pew! That's what Obaseki did. Pew! Close his mouth. Because COVID-19 silenced all of them. Shomola is only running on top of the treadmill. His mouth, pew! Before we could not hear any word. 4 plus 4, 3 plus 1. 4 minus 1. Talk back, egg back. That's all we were hearing in Benin. All of them become what? I classified them as a complete nuisance. Sorry, mind my language, but that is the truth. I told you 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, or 4 minus 1, 4 plus 4 is a total distraction. Because that is not the reason why Obaseki was voted into government. He was voted to government to provide you, first thing, security, your property, good roads, good clean water, education, and what? Every other periphery that follows it up. But up to today, we have not been able to achieve that. Yet, the governor were given an award as the best educational governor. We have a total lockdown or a partial lockdown. There's no student in Benin that is studying online. There's no student in Nigeria that is studying online. But yet, when we give an award, we give an award to a governor that make him, praise him as the best educational governor. Is he praising him because he's very learned, or you are praising him now that he provided a laptop? Those states don't have a central computer that distribute Wi-Fi or distribute any technological apparatus to any of his citizens. We still buying credit using MTN. MTN is from South Africa. Good, we have foreign investment. Where our people, foreigners coming to invest in Nigeria is food. Food, because Nigeria like to eat. They want to come and invest in your country. They bring you ShopRite. They bring you MTN. They bring you what? Livers Brothers or Sisters Brothers. Those are all the company in Nigeria is only coming there to invest on food because they don't want to lose any money. And the Chinese are now coming here to buy lands. Which farm are they farming? They come and farm what? Egg, poultry, because it's food. They invest in your fish and then dry them, take it back to their country. Why? They will not employ, and if they employ you, they will not pay you the normal wages. They will make you work from 7 o'clock to 7 p.m. You will work like a jack. Quaka, 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 quaka. Until he breaks, nobody will leave jack. So that's what I'm trying to tell you people. Let's sow our seed in ourselves instead of giving to pastors. None of them have brought out their anointed oil. That anointed oil they always sprinkle to people. To go and sprinkle or invite COVID-19 patient to their house so they can pray. They are scared themselves. They are scared. They have never heard any pastor go to any hospital to go and pray over someone with the COVID-19. They are all scared. No one wants to near that environment. Instead, they are preaching online, telling you to still donate money to them online. After all these fake prophecies, they manifested year in, year out. And when you speak the truth, they go to war. So, my brothers and sisters, tell your pastor to sow seed in building a factory, even if it's going to manufacture 10 crates of juice a week. Let them sow seed in electricity to provide you electricity. The church can provide electricity from the street by providing solar panels, putting solar panels on top of the churches and use it to light up the whole street. They can put solar panel in the top of their churches and they light up the street. They can use that light to light up the street, even if they are not connecting it to your house. Let them use solar panel to light up the whole street from the churches you are attending. Because once you have electricity, security is there already. No one will hide into darkness. No one will start robbing you because everyone can see each other. Because there's total masses of total darkness. That's why people rob in the middle of the night. Fulani herdsmen is coming from Sokoto, Niger Republic and Burkina Faso, and they are arriving in Benin. They went to Delta. Delta still returned them back, but Obaseki received them in Benin. If you go to Ukbaga, they are all Hausas, Niger Republic people. And the funniest thing is, the immigration in Edo State are issuing a passport. And they will become citizens automatically. Somebody that cannot speak English, they only speak French. They issuing passport to all these people in Benin City. Because our passport, anyone can get it. All you need is an affidavit to declare your age. That's it. And anyone can get it. No security. Fulani herdsmen is killing people in Orion local government council. Because we have an appointed chairman, he doesn't have the technical ability to secure his people. And the governor himself is fighting for his political career. So no one cares. So COVID-19 has exposed all of them. Destiny Boy is the speaker that brought COVID-19 to Edo State. It's not the speaker, it's the chief of staff. You know. So, my brothers and sisters, it's a realization time, and I'm going to end the broadcast here, and I will put on the video on the YouTube. I will post the link if you want to broadcast it or check what I've said. Like I always keep in your mind that the life you live is what you're going to make out of yourself. So teach your children the truth. Plant sincerity into their mind and do not allow them to believe in these divisions of nepotism that is affecting everyone in Africa today. Not only in Nigeria, every other tribe that is in Nigeria. The majority of Igbos in Africa are in where is it? Equatorial Guinea. That is the second language speaking in Equatorial Guinea. People say the Igbos came from there. I'm still trying to do my research on it. You know, thank you, man, Mr. Osatoha, man. God bless you. So help me share this video to touch lives. I'm going to leave the video down there, and that's much I have to say to you people. But we should convince ourselves to sow seed in ourselves, and so not to giving our money to pastors and or this fake prophet. They are anointing oil, not doing anything as we speak. The moment COVID-19 is ended, they are anointing oil will start coming out. But before I go, I want to use this to take to all the Nigerians. I know there's a lot of issues and suffering affecting you people, but the problem was brought upon you people by your fathers and mothers, not because we don't know what to do, but because of our greed. That's what it is. Social distancing is very important, and they are not observing it in Nigeria, and the numbers are increasing on a daily basis. It's going to be a pandemonium, epidemic. It's going to be pandemonium. It's going to be anything, a disaster coming, Lumi, a time bomb, Lumi, that country. If everybody does not comply to apply social distances and stop the coronavirus spreading, it's going to be a calamity. Trust in yourself right now, because God is in you. Thank you for watching, and stay blessed.